Hello, YouTube. This is Tebo Mota, the accounting guy, and I'm back with another video. So, in today's video, we will be continuing with the rent income adjustments, right? Focusing on the statement of comprehensive income. So, without wasting any further time, let's get into today's video. So, the paper we are going to be looking at today is November 2021, paper 1, question 1, right? So, if you would like to, you can download the paper and refer to it and actually complete the whole question if you don't mind as well. But before we actually get into it, I just want to make a note to you guys that this question, if you look at it, it's not necessarily asking for the statement of comprehensive income. However, it has an adjustment with regards to rent income, right? So the adjustment that I will be explaining to you in terms of how you should deal with it with regards to the statement of comprehensive income. So don't let that confuse you, right? This is with regards to the statement of comprehensive income. So because this series all in all is with regards to the statement of comprehensive income. Okay, now let's read the question. And the information now is as follows. The information relates to the financial year ended 30 June 2021. The business sells formal clothing for men and women. So we have been told that the year end is the 30th of June 2021, right? So let's start by writing down our financial year because, that's the most important thing. That's the first thing you need to write as soon as you read the question, right? So if the year is ending on the 30th of July, no, on the 30th of June 2021, that means the year began 1 July 2020. So it began 1 July 2020. So we have July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. So it ends 30th June 2021. So that's our financial year, right? Then let's read further. The adjustment, we will find it in information C, and number 3, it is written rent income. So it also reads as follows. Rent of 74,000 rands was received from a tenant for the period 1 July 2020 to 31 August 2021. This has been recorded. This amount takes into account a reduction of 750 rands per month from 1 May 2021. The year-end adjustment has not yet been made. So guys, as I've said, whenever you read an adjustment, before you can start making calculations or before you can start doing anything, you need to ask yourself one thing. What is this adjustment trying to test me on, right? So on this adjustment, what we can see is that they are testing us on the matching principle. What is the matching principle? The matching principle is a generally accepted accounting practice that states that the income and expenses of an business or of an entity, they should be recorded in the correct financial year, right? So in this case, our year is ending on the 30th of June 2021, right? However, this rent income, it was received until the 31st of August 2021. So let's see. We received it even for July and August until 31 August 2021. Remember, our year is ending when? 30 June 2021. So what's happening? These 2 months, June and July and August rather, 2021, that's 2 months in advance, right? Meaning they do not belong to the current financial year. So how do we classify these 2 months? We classify them as an income received in advance, or it's also called deferred income, right? So how do we deal with deferred income? Firstly, deferred income is a current liability. So what we do is that we have to find this 2 months in advance. How much was it actually? No? Then after finding it, we need to subtract that amount from the statement of comprehensive income. And then that very same amount, we have to add it in the statement of financial position under trade and other payables, because as we said, income received in advance is a current liability. So let's do exactly that. All right. We were also told another thing now, that from the 1st of May 2021, the rent was reduced by 750 rands. So we also need to take that into consideration first before making our calculations. So this is the 1st of May, right? We had a reduction of 750 rands. So how many months did this reduction take place? It's from May, June, July, and August. So that's 4 months, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So here's what we're going to do. We will take the 750, which is the reduction, right? And multiply it by the 4 months in which it took place. So if we say 750 rands times 4, that gives us 3,000 rands. So why are we doing this? We do this now because this is the reduction, right? So we were seeing the full reduction that happened with regards to all of these months. So it's actually 3,000 rands. So the 3,000 rands, we are going to add it back to the pre-adjustment amount. What is the pre-adjustment amount? It's the amount before we made adjustments, right? And it is the one that was given in the first sentence of this adjustment, where they said rent of 74,000 rands. So let me write it down that the pre-adjustment amount is actually 74,000 rands. This is the pre-adjustment amount. Okay. Then going further, we need to add this 3,000 rands back into the pre-adjustment amount, because this 74,000 rands, they have already taken into consideration that there was a reduction, right? So we are adding it back, meaning we are reversing that reduction. So why are we doing that? That's for us to be able to find the monthly rent that we were receiving before the reduction actually took place. I hope that makes sense. So we will say the 74,000 rands plus 3,000, and that's actually 77,000 rands, right? That's before the adjustment, the reduction took place. That's what we are going to find. So now, how many months did we receive our rent income with regards to this financial year? We got 2 extra months, remember. Ne? So in a financial year, we have 12 months, then plus 2 extra months, that's 14 months. So let me write it down here, the 14 months. So we have 14 months in which we received rent income. So this 77,000 rands, we will divide it by 14 for the 14 months, right? So when we do this, we will find how much we were receiving per month. So 77,000 rands divided by 14, that actually gives us 5,500 rands. So per month, before the reduction took place, we were receiving rent income for 5,500 rands. So the important part to take note of is that this is before the reduction. So after the reduction, how much were we receiving? Remember that a reduction of how much? 750 rands took place. So we will say 5,500 rands minus 750 rands, and that's going to be 4,750 rands. So this is after the reduction happened, right? And you can see that here it was after the 2 extra months, which is July and August 2021, that's after the reduction took place though. So that means per month it was 4,750 rands. So let's do the following. We know that it's 2 months, right? So to get the 2 months, you will say 4,750 multiplied by 2, and that's actually 9,500 rands, right? So now we have everything we need. I am going to show you how do you actually deal with this when you are when you're working on the statement of comprehensive income, right? So the statement of comprehensive income, it will be other income. It will be in that section of other income, right? Then we have the item which is rent income. So in your statement of comprehensive income, you always write down your pre-adjustment amount, and in this case, it is 74,000 rands. So as we've said, we need to subtract the 2 extra months, right? And we got the amount. The amount is actually how much? 9,500 rands, as we have seen here. So we'll say 74,000 rands minus 9,500 rands. And then it gives us how much? Let's see, 64,500 rands. So this means with regards to rent income for the current financial year, we only account for 64,500 rands, right? The 9,500 rands that we have subtracted, we will account for it in the next financial year because that's where it belongs, right? But also remember, this 9,500 rands that we subtracted here, you need to take it to the statement of financial position under trade and other payables, right? Because it is a current liability. So that's how you deal with everything, and you are done. It's as simple as that. So I hope that made sense, guys, and I hope that this video has helped you, right? So thank you for watching up until this far. Please make sure you like, subscribe, comment. If you have a question, make sure you comment. I will make sure that I answer your questions. And then share with your friends that do not know about this channel. Thank you for watching, guys. See you in another video.